This project asset management system is developed in VB.NET and SQL Server. Okay, and Crystal report also used for report purpose. Okay, so once you buy this project, you will get these files. This is your source code folder, which have all the files, and then you have the installation guide, project report, and synopsis. And this is database script file. First, we will configure and create the database. So for database, I will use SQL Server 2014 Express Edition. You can use any latest version of SQL Server. So I will first start my SQL Server 2014 Management Studio. Now it is connect to the database. Now what we'll do, we'll create one new database and then we'll run the script. We'll give the new database name is asset DB. Click on OK. So it will create one new database. Okay, right click here and click on new query. So you have that database script file, this one. So you can use this file to create all the tables and DB objects. Open file, select the file. Okay. Now we give the database name asset DB. So you have to just use the same name. Now you have to execute the script. So it will create all the tables with sample records. Okay, now this part is over. Now you have to configure your project. So for project, this is the source code folder. So this is a solution. You can right click here and open with the latest version you have. I am using Microsoft Visual Studio 2017 Community Edition. Okay, so you can download Microsoft 2019 also, or whatever version you have. So another thing, once you download and install Visual Studio, you have to install Crystal Report also, because Crystal Report is not part of the Visual Studio. Okay, so you can use this link. Okay, to download the Crystal Report for your VS ID. So you download Crystal Report. First you install Visual Studio, then you install Crystal Report setup. So once you done the setup, it will register the Crystal Report in your system. Okay, then you can run the project. Otherwise, if you don't have Crystal Report, you will get so many errors. Okay, so once you install Crystal Report, you can check here. So there will be one Crystal Report for .NET framework. So this need to be there. Otherwise, your project will not work properly. Okay. Now these are the Crystal Report files. Okay, so there is a 3 Crystal report is there. A report stock in end. Now to run the report, you have to create one DSN. Okay, DSN you can create from control panel. So you have to go there. So you can just Windows or control panel. Then there is the administrator tool. Then there is a ODBC. Then you have to create one add. So you can check which name you have to give. So you can just select database export. So you have to give the name asset DSN. Okay. So you have to create the same name. You can select the SQL Server, finish, asset DSN, server name. Server name you have to just check here, property, and give the same name RMS. So whatever is in your system you have to give. Next, use Windows authentication. Database you have to select the database you have created, asset DB. Next, click next, finish, test, OK and OK. So the DSN is created. Okay, so now you have to just check here and select database, verify database. If everything is okay, then it should be database is up to date. like for this report, so this is a new report. Suppose you click here, database, verify database. So database product cannot be found. Click on no, no, no. There is a called database set database location. Okay. So here you have to just select the table name, department master, update, product master, update, stock update, vendor master, vendor update. So now we set database, verify database, yes, update. Something this one you have to stock and already database, yes it is done. Stock transaction, something verify database, no, 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 no database, set database location. So this asset DSN you have to check. Take this one, product master, you have to select, you have to control and select, and then update. Then stock master, you have to select stock master, then update. Transaction, to select both this one and this one. Now select data, verify data, update. Okay. Now it is done. Now there is another change you have to do in CLS main, that connection string. Okay, this is important thing. Now in your system, this may be the different one. Okay, so you have to just check in your SQL server and select copy properly the name of the database, data source, and then asset DB. If it is different, you have to, we are giving the asset DB, so there is no need to change. Otherwise, you have to change it. Once everything is done, save all file, then build the project. This is not used actually. Achha, it is copied somewhere. It is not required. So again, build it. So everything is, there is no error in the project, so you can run this project. So the default user is admin and password is 123456. That is written in that installation guide. I will do that something admin and 123456. Okay, now database is connected, login successful. Okay, now here first there is a user. Okay, this is user master. So I want to add a new user. So add new, give the name, say Aniket. User type, you have to select from drop down list, and full name Aniket, and department you can select this computer department, contact number and email ID. Then update. So new user is created. So they want to change something. So rmps.com update. So new changes is updated. Same way there is a change password. So you can change your password. Department is there. So if you want to add a new department, you can add a new department. And then there is a vendor. So I want to add a new vendor. So click on add new vendor name. So vendor name ABC computer. Address and mobile and update. So I want to change the contact number, so I can give the contact number. Update like this. Now this is the product type. So there is a product. I want to add a new product. I'll click on add new. Say I want to add a new product called mobile category. This is product category. Update. So new is created. Now there is a product. So this is already product is there. So I want to add a new product here. So I'll click on add new. Product type, say mobile. Product name. So this is the latest, say OnePlus 8 product code 1P8 description. Then add new, update. So new product is added. Now this is the master one. Okay, so you have to inward and outward to get the details. So now this is the stock. Okay, suppose we have to invert the stock. So I'll add a new stock. So I'll add new product code. So mobile product, a mobile vendor. I will can say from ABC computer I will get the product. Which product? 1+8, because only one mobile is there. Invoice number I can give invoice number 101. So it will create a stock code for each product. Like it 1+8 mobile, it will create one stock code. I'll show you price 50,000. Now it will create one stock code 1P81. If I add a new product 1 plus, it will create stock code 2. Like say add new, I will create again mobile vendor. I can say ABC computer 1+8 invoice number 101 price 50,000. Now it will create second one. So this is the unique one. Okay. Now there is a, once you enter the stock, inward is automatically done. Okay, so there is no need of inward. Suppose I want to say 1+8, so stock code is 2 stock code, so I'll select inward. It will show stock is already in go down, cannot receive again. So we have to first outward. So this is outward. So I'll select product, say 1+8, stock code 18, it is available. Product ID 10, ABC vendor, this is the product description, outward, which department it is, electronic department it is required. So outward, update successfully. Now this product can be again inward also if we required. Now there is a report is there. Okay, report means, so whatever the stock we have, so I can click on stock in hand. Because we have only inward one stock. Sorry, we have entry to a stock, but one is already outward. So only we have one plus mobile is there in our stock. Okay. Now say there is a asset register. Now there is a, this is by department you can say, let's say electronic department. How many stock is there? Only 1+8 is there. Now computer department, one pen drive is there. Okay, so you can filter by department. One is go down also there. Okay. Now there is stock transaction. Whatever transaction you have done, you put for stock code. So I can select the 1+18 show report. There's one transaction is there. So this outward department from 4 to department 2. It is outward transaction. Something 1 plus. There is no transaction for this, but it's only added in the system. Now this one is multiple time this transaction is done, means outward, then inward, then this can be multiple time it can be created. Okay, so this is the product. So basically once you buy it, you will get all the files. This video you can view in this installation video is available in that online, so you can just check anytime. Okay, so once you buy this project, you will get all these files like source code, installation guide. So another thing, suppose you want to display the images, you have to create one folder, image folder, asset image, and you have to copy it to C drive. So whatever image you want, you can just select, that will display in product page, like this one, product page.